Let me ask you something uncomfortable. If your boss called you right now and said, "Don't come in Monday, you're done," how long could you survive? A month? 2 weeks? Maybe just until the rent is due? Here's the brutal truth. 78% of American workers live paycheck to paycheck. That's not just broke college kids or minimum wage workers. We're talking nurses, engineers, teachers, managers, people pulling in $80,000, $90,000, even six figures. One missed check away from not being able to pay their electric bill. This isn't a personal failure story. This is a systemic crisis that Wall Street, Washington, and your bank would rather you not think too hard about. Today, we're going to break down exactly why this is happening, who it's really hurting, and most importantly, what you can actually do about it starting today. Stay with me. This one might change how you think about money forever. Let's set the scene with some stats that should be front-page news every single day. According to a 2024 Federal Reserve report, nearly 4 in 10 Americans couldn't cover an unexpected $400 expense without borrowing money or selling something. For $100, that's a car repair, a dentist visit, a busted water heater. For tens of millions of people, that's a financial emergency. Meanwhile, the median American household carries over $7,000 in credit card debt, paying an average interest rate north of 20%. That means they're handing hundreds of dollars every year directly to credit card companies, just to tread water. And here's what makes this particularly infuriating. Wages have not kept pace with the cost of living. Since 1979, worker productivity in the U.S. has increased by nearly 60%. Real wages, up less than 15%. The gap between what Americans produce and what they actually take home has been quietly widening for decades. Housing costs have doubled in many cities. Childcare can cost more than college tuition. Medical debt is now the #1 cause of personal bankruptcy in the United States. The math simply doesn't work for most people, and that's not an accident. So what's really going on here? Because the typical answer, "People just need to stop buying lattes," is frankly insulting. Reason #1, the decline of the middle-income job. Decades of outsourcing, automation, and the gig economy have gutted stable, benefit-rich jobs that once anchored the middle class. Today, 1 in 3 Americans does some form of gig work, with no paid sick days, no employer-matched retirement, and no safety net. Reason #2, the cost of necessary expenses has exploded. Rent, healthcare, education, and childcare, the 4 biggest household expenses, have all outpaced inflation dramatically. These aren't luxuries. You can't budget your way out of needing a roof over your head or insulin. Reason #3, financial illiteracy is a feature, not a bug. Most Americans graduate high school without ever learning how compound interest works, what an index fund is, or why carrying a credit card balance is essentially a wealth transfer to banks. The system profits when you don't understand the system. Reason #4, lifestyle inflation and social pressure. Let's be honest, social media has made keeping up with the Joneses a full-time psychological battle. When you're constantly seeing curated highlight reels of vacations, cars, and renovated kitchens, spending beyond your means feels almost normal. Comparison is costing people thousands a year. All right, enough doom. Let's talk solutions, real ones, not just make a budget platitudes. Step 1, build your $1,000 wall right now. Before you pay down debt aggressively, before you invest, before anything else, you need $1,000 in a separate savings account that you do not touch. This is your circuit breaker. It stops 1 bad month from turning into 6 bad months. $1,000 is enough to handle most emergency situations without reaching for a credit card. Step 2, attack high-interest debt like it's on fire. Because it is. Credit card debt at 22% interest is a financial emergency. Use the avalanche method, pay minimums on everything, then throw every extra dollar at your highest interest debt first. Once that's gone, roll that payment into the next one. It's not glamorous, but it works. Step 3, find your gap. Your gap is the difference between what you earn and what you spend. Most people have no idea what this number actually is. Track your spending for just 30 days, every coffee, every subscription, every impulse buy. You will find money you didn't know you were losing. Apps like Inab or even a basic spreadsheet will show you the truth fast. Step 4. Make your money work while you sleep. Once you have that emergency cushion and your debt under control, every spare dollar needs to be working. A high-yield savings account right now is paying 4 to 5%. That's free money compared to the 0.01% your bank is probably offering. And if your employer offers a 401k match, that is a 50% to 100% instant return on your money. Never leave that on the table. Step 5. Increase your income seriously. Cutting expenses has a floor. Income has no ceiling. A side skill, a freelance gig, negotiating your salary, even an extra $300 a month invested consistently over 20 years can mean hundreds of thousands of dollars in retirement. Your income is your most powerful financial tool. Here's the bottom line. Living paycheck to paycheck isn't a character flaw. It's the predictable outcome of a system that was never really designed with your financial freedom in mind. But here's what's also true. Awareness is the beginning of everything. The moment you understand the game being played, you can start playing it differently. Start with $1,000. Find your gap. Kill the high-interest debt. Then build. It won't happen overnight. But I promise you, 12 months from now, if you start today, you will look back and be stunned at how much ground you covered. If this video hit home, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below. What's your biggest financial challenge right now? I read every single one, and your answer might just become the next video. See you next week.